Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to tonight's episode of the Giveaway Show. We'll let it be known this is take two for this little intro. But hey, we're glad that you're here. That each and every one of you is hanging out with us in the chat. Got a great panel tonight. We're going to be talking about the new comic books for today. A couple of quick reminders: we have our weekly episode of Comics on Demand coming up this Friday night from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. If you haven't been catching that, you're missing out on all kinds of steals and deals. I was just messaging Captain Ramius. Highway Robbery on an excellent book, beautiful book, among many others, just taking advantage of some of the really great deals that are going on in that live stream. That's a way to connect you, my viewing audience, with the amazing stock at Lone Star Heroes, because as great as those books and deals were, it is infinitely better in the store once you get into the store and you see all the different books that are out there and tucked away. So make sure you're tuning in for that. Also, not to be forgotten or overshadowed, on Friday is the 2nd November Carlson episode of Carlson Friends. That's our live, that's our members only live stream just for y'all, that goes over all the hottest spec books, all the top 10 lists, and gives you my take on some of the hottest books that are trading on the charts. We go over the Key Collector, Trending 20. We go over the a bunch of other different top 10 lists as well, and I just give a quick take on it. So many channel members have just said they love that because it saves them money, gives them a good secondary viewpoint on different books that are spiking, and also gives an idea of when to sell certain books if you happen to have some of those books. So that's going to be coming up on Friday, so you can still join the channel. We've had several new people join just within the past month and a half, so excited and grateful to all of them for directly supporting the channel. Let me do some quick shout outs here to the chat, and then we're going to go ahead and I'm going to introduce each of the panel, including Paul, who's giggling backstage and can't wait to get started.
Hey, we're live now, man. We're live now.
Here's Las Cruces. I told you I was tired, okay? All right, Las Cruces, good morning. Good morning from New Mexico. All right, that's right. Put your hat on, too, all right? Yes. Hooray, woohoo. El Green Machine, good to see you, buddy. David Reese, what is up? Good to see you. Australian AC says, g'day, all. Just exciting to see all of y'all. David Dotson dropping in saying, hello, comic fam. There's Three Good Nerds, another one of our channel members. Same to Wolverado. He's got a package going out. Wolverado, evening, folks. Dagger Cards just got a package. Glad that he is here to hang out with us. Same to El Green and David Dotson. Glad that y'all are all here. There's Wolverado popping in. Oh, look, hey, here's Mr. Collector dropping in. There's Amazing Spider Flint with the grassroots hashtag, what we'll call it. Yes, we're running on Texas time or something. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not going to explain it. All right, Jeff Bozeman, good to see you hanging out. Oh my gosh, I'm here, guys. We can start now. There you go. All right, Joffrey Castro, what's up? It's good to see you. What's up, Gerald Yates? Glad that you're here. Let's see. I see Paul's using Liz Barnes' burner account. Trust me, I'm the real thing. Paul can't paint. There we go. Phil Ailing, good to see you. Hey, to the 15 plus people that are watching right now, make sure and hit that like button. That helps get the algorithm kicking and lets people know that we are live. Also, hey, consider taking a minute to share the show out to a friend and say, hey, if you're not here, what are you up to? Come on over and join. Jump in and hang out with us. Yeah, there we go, Dagger Cards. He's excited because he got his package, his care package. It took much longer in Canadian customs than I anticipated. So I think from the time that it was sent to the time that you actually got it, this is a few weeks. It was longer than I expected. I thought with UPS it would go faster, but I don't know. All right, so but Paul can swim around the carrier 3 times. US. That's right, he can. All right, speaking of, let's go ahead and bring him out so he can say hello to everybody. Here he is, folks. Paul Comics.
All right, appreciate everybody being here tonight, guys. We thought we were live for like 30 minutes, but somebody didn't hit the live button, but whatever. But yeah, me and Billy, Me and Billy are here tonight.
Brutal.
But me and Billy are here tonight to show y'all our new comic books. I don't know what the other guys are going to be talking about, but we're here to clarify stuff. If y'all get confused, just let me and Billy know we got a work cut off for us tonight. But thank y'all, and make sure to check out Comics on Demand. Been 2 good shows. We're gonna have one Friday, and I think Carlos said we'll be on Black Friday.
No, because they're going to be all 3 of their locations are going to be slammed that weekend. So we are not live on Black Friday.
Yep, you heard that, guys. We'll be on Black Friday. Yep.
All right, let's take it forward. Let's keep moving to the man that is bigger than the frame of his camera, JT Comics.
Bigger than the
What's
frame
going
of his
on,
camera.
guys?
He doesn't fit
Comics,
the frame.
man. Happy to be here. Paul, let me introduce myself. JT Comics, just like Carlos said. Happy to be here. Happy that y'all all out here to see our new comics. We're going to show y'all some good stuff. Let's go.
Awesome. All right, let's move on now to the future Batman.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Stop it.
So, we're gonna have a good show tonight, and thanks for tuning in. Let me try to get myself set up over here on my end, and then we'll go from there. Okay?
No, you look perfect, man. It's perfect. Just leave it like that.
Oh, my gosh. All right. Hey, it's good to see you, each and every one of you here tonight. Make sure to check out the channel member section. Consider joining because it's one of the best. I believe it to be one of the best values when it comes to channel memberships. I know a lot of channels have them, but I think this is the only one where you're going to get comic books that are geared towards what you like, not just a chance at comic books, but actual comic books, guaranteed. So make sure and consider that. Jump into that. Check out that section if you'd like. There's a link to the channel member page at the bottom of this video description. So if you're interested in learning more about it, you can click over to that and find it. So new comic book day is here. We're going to be going through Previews World and taking a look at some of them. Some of them I was able to pick up today. Some of them I was not. So I'm looking forward to getting some of my additional books. Like I said, we've got a couple of cool giveaways here. I've got some upgrade giveaways for channel members here. Both of those are 1 in 10s. For 2 of the hottest 1980s resurgence titles. Nice. He says, I just got my signed 8x10 headshot of Paul for my membership.
What?
Hey, folks, I'm telling you, it's, you just get all kinds of.
Hold on, Rado. I didn't authorize that. I got to talk to Carlos later.
The costume that Paul was wearing for this month's, it can only be described as pinup, was, I would never have been bold enough to take that picture, but Paul is a brave man, so we're proud of him. Mm-hmm. All right. Dagger Card says, come join us in the exclusive Carlos Club. That's right. It's a lot of fun. We have a great time in the live stream at 12 p.m. Central on Friday, like on the first and third Friday of the month. And then we'll be doing that as well.
I don't know why Dagger Card says that, because after the show, he's always messaging me, like deciphering what you said. So I don't know.
Sweet. I hope mine is in my box too. All right. Copyright. Copyright.
Get him, Billy.
All right. So new books that have hit the you know what? Let me go ahead and drop in the first hashtag of the night. While we're doing that, Paul and JT, you guys each picked up a really cool foil from like a couple weeks ago. Why don't you show that?
It came out this week.
No, this came out today.
Yeah, it came out today.
Yeah.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, today.
Oh, wow.
One from today.
Hold on, JT. What are you doing, JT?
Paul got 2.
All right, there it is, folks. Hashtag absolute JT. All right, if you enter that to win, you will get in the entering to win this copy of Cobra Commander #1, the cover A.
Nice.
Or if you're a channel member, you can upgrade to this G.I. Joe #1, 1 in 10 David Nakayama connecting cover. All right, so we got plenty of fun giveaways to go for the night. So go ahead and start dropping that in there in the chat, and let's go ahead and jump over to this first screen because we got some fun stuff going on here. Lots of books this week, like a lot of books. I was very impressed with how many. All right, so if you're not familiar with it, and we're going to be telling you coming soon about how you can become a virtual Pullbox subscriber at Lone Star Heroes Comics and Toys, and get your books shipped out to you probably on the monthly. But this is the interface right here. This is where you log in. It's called Previews World Pullbox. These are all the new releases for today, November the 13th. All right, so first up, Image Comics. Man, they're just dropping heat, straight up heat, left and right with all these different books they got going on. Domain, I don't know much about it, but I've heard that you guys got scammed. They don't have COA or verification. I'm screenshotting this as evidence. LOL. Don't know what that means. All right. Okay, so G.I. Joe #1. The first book that I was going to point out was G.I. Joe #1. That's the one that came out this week. We're going to go and drop this here. So this is the A cover for it. Biggest comic book launch of the decade is what they say. Duke has assembled a special force known as G.I. Joe to battle the rising power of the mysterious Cobra in the aftermath of the Autobots and Decepticons' arrival on Earth. But the enigmatic Cobra Commander has unleashed the power of Energon like never before. Featuring many familiar faces and the first appearance of an all-new character, this is the comic that will change everything you think you know about G.I. Joe, and that's only half the surprises in store from the chart-topping Energon Universe Dream Team of Joshua Williamson and Tom Riley. I will say this, their Duke miniseries was fantastic. Like, it was stellar. I hadn't read, it exceeded some of the original G.I. Joe storylines, some of the best original G.I. Joe storylines. It was really, really good. It was right up there with some of the best, like Snake Eyes origin stuff and darker issues from the original G.I. Joe run. So there were multiple covers that came out. We're just looking at the ones that were from the publisher, from Image Comics, of which there were quite a few. There were a lot more on the secondary market. There's a ton of them. I had a screenshot, or I had a little graphic that somebody made that looked like the original 80s G.I. Joe cardback, and it had a ton of them. And there were some really good ones as well. So this is the B cover. I did not pick this one up. It looks good, but I ended up going with the A cover because they look so similar. Then the C cover, some people said that they thought this was part of a connecting cover, but I haven't heard anything about that. I've only heard about one connecting cover that's going to be coming out of the G.I. Joe's universe. All right, this one was an interesting cover. The one by David Finch, I think. By David Finch, and it was cool. It featured all the Cobras. I liked it, but did not come across it, and just, on a budget, I couldn't just go wild on all the covers. This is the biggest one that I wanted that I missed. This is the cover E, the Lee Bermejo variant. I did not get a copy of this, and I'm still looking for one. So this is, I just wasn't able to get a copy. I didn't do any pre-orders on this series, surprisingly. But yeah, it was a fantastic cover. You guys probably know him from some of the Batman and Joker stuff he's done. Just a really gritty, grim cover, and I love it.
I ended up picking that one up, actually. The one with the
really?
With the Cobra Commander.
Oh.
And I think Duke's like
it's Duke in the mirror
blown up or something.
Yeah.
You see like his reflection.
Yeah, it's so sick. I love it because it's just like, look at the detail on the glove and the coat and the cape and his helmet. It just looks so gritty and grim. All right, now one of the ones that is hot that I did get was the Sozo Micah Baroness cover. Love this. This is just so beautiful. So I picked up one of these. I was able to get one of these, and then I also Sozo Mica, and then one of the big ones that people were talking about was the Jenny Frizen. So this is a Jenny Frizen Virgin variant, and just beautiful cover as always. I mean, she always knocks it out of the park. So I picked up one of these as well, not the foil, but just the regular, because Paul took all the foils. All right, there was 2 blanks. If you look, the main difference between these two was the top left-hand corner in the price box. One of them is a G.I. Joe symbol. The other is a Cobra symbol. Wasn't able to get any of these, but then, I mean, I'm not going to be able to get somebody to sketch something for a while. This is the Cover A foil wraparound version. It's the same as Cover A. And then the foil Jenny Frizen one was also a nice one. And then, like I showed y'all, I did get the 1 in 10 for the David Nakayama. This is the first in a 4-part connecting cover set that will feature 4 of the G.I. Joe Universe ladies. So beautiful cover. I snagged a couple copies of it, one for a giveaway and one to keep for the personal collection, because the big David Nakayama fan. All right, what's up? What's up, Army Joe? Good to see you, buddy. Glad that you're here. Yes, Tony Stank, he did foil my plan. Wah, wah. All right, yeah. Let's see, the signed pick of Paul. They aren't real pick signatures on Paul's pick.
You have to tell them, Liz. That's not my signature.
The correct way to say it might be to say they're real signatures on a fake picture. I don't know. There might have been some photoshopping in there. All right, Army Joe, good to hear. Glad that you're here hanging out with us tonight.
Thank you, Army Joe.
Yes, the G.I. Joe ladies. I know. It's those David Nakayama covers are sweet. All right, so let's go ahead. We're gonna. I'm dropping that in here. Yeah, it's in here. It's hashtag #AbsoluteJT for your chance to win. All right, so folks, what has everybody else? Did anybody else pick up the G.I. Joe books as well?
Yes.
What'd you pick up, JT?
I got the A cover because the new characters on it right here.
Right.
Ace or something like that. So I figured
Nice.
This is the one to have, unless you could afford I think it's like a 1 in 200, and I can't. So A cover. I always go with the A. Can't beat it.
There you go. Always bet on A. That's what I say.
Right.
Yep. Nice. Okay. All right. Let's take it over to Paul, because Paul, of course, probably has some kind of crazy variants for it.
All right, yeah. So I picked up the Jenny Frizen, and yeah, and so like Carlos said, oh, that's the foil. Oh,
That looks the same.
Right.
No,
Exactly.
foil. See the shininess? It's a foil. And like he said, the Zozo Mica look of our.
Oh yeah.
One.
That one was
That's the
worth
second
it.
best one.
Yeah. That's
So this
yeah.
is, I think. So I think this is Lady J or something like that.
Stop it. That's the Baroness. You know who that is.
Yep, that's it. That's all I have.
He's real big on correcting other people. All right, Jen, did you pick up any of the G.I. Joes this week?
Yeah, I called in. I just called my local comic book shop and I got them to pick up a few of those. So picked up the G.I. Joe and the new Venom that came out. I thought that was kind of cool. And then
Nice.
they're about to reboot him to the all-new Venom #1 with his... it's supposed to be like a completely new character. Like there's speculations going around about the new Venom possibly being Luke Cage. So
Ooh.
we'll see. Because his emblem is yellow. So
Let's
there's
talk
a
more
lot
about
of-
it when we get to the Venom, to the Marvel section.
Mhm.
But let's because I want to hear your
But-
take on it. 'Cause I wanted to know what the big deal with Venom was, because I heard people talking about it, but I didn't know what the deal was.
Yeah,
But,
I mean,
okay, so
I picked up the GI. I picked up the GI Joe books. I just haven't gone and grabbed them yet. So
I hear you. Yeah, I've still got a couple to go pick up myself. All right, let's keep moving along to the next. We're gonna do the giveaway next. Okay, real quick, just to point out, Geiger #7, the second printing, came out this week as well. There's Lady Mechanica. Let's see. A hardcover from Savage Dragon, which is always nice. Okay, so Transformers is a big one. Paul, you were gonna share with us a little bit about the Transformers, what's going on in that corner of the Energon universe.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
already
Paul,
started
tell us.
again. I think the artist is, but yeah, look how cool this is, guys. This is a RD2, and look who's attached to it. Yeah, that is a beautiful cover, guys. So
Nice.
like I said, they're doing the G.I. Joe Transformer universe together. They are together on this, but this is a cool read. I'm skimmed through it, and yeah, you will not be disappointed on this one. But I mean,
Yeah.
who would ever would have thought that they would actually join? I mean, that's just crazy.
So hold up the cover real quick. So the promo for it reads that this is the end of the second story arc. It's the fate of Starscream is revealed. Everything has changed for the most conniving Decepticon the universe has ever seen, and hell hath no fury like a Starscream scorned. So Starscream has been front and center since the debut of the Transformers, and like Paul said, I mean, they are solidly knocking it out of the park on this title every month. It's a must.
I mean, they only could save half of his body, because if y'all read the other issues, Soundwave and him go at it, and he was not the victor of that. But yeah, so Cobra found him, and this isn't Cobra Commander at all. It's just like a unit of Cobra, and they put him with the tank, and he just crawls around with the tank, and he just his upper body. You can't transform, I don't think. Yeah, you don't. Yeah, it's pretty funny and pretty cool. I like it.
Very
I
cool.
like it for you.
You like it for me?
No, I mean, I think the Transformers, they are just knocking it out of the park. They are just nailing it consistently. So it's really good stuff. So yeah, if you're not picking it up, it is well worth it. As far as new books go, I've been really it's really cool. It's really cool. All right, so let's see. Okay, so a couple of comments here. Okay, so Tony Stank says, I haven't bought a new book in at least a year. Hey, there's some good new books going on right now. Seriously. Let's see. Guillaume says, more intrigued by the psychology of Cobra ladies. What modeling agency led them to become model soldiers, and what is the dental plan of Cobra? I wondered that as well. Why do they look? Why does the Baroness look amazing, but she's evil? All right, Army Joe says, I can't deal with them making like 10 different covers per comic. I know.
Right.
This one.
Well, hold on. I want to say something on that. I mean, yeah. At first, I was kind of weary about it, but like if you've seen on the G.I. Joe, JT picked the A cover. Carlos picked a couple of the covers. I picked certain. It lets you pick which ones you like. Like there was 3 or 4 covers of this, but I thought this was the coolest one.
Yeah.
Not even the ratio. I didn't. But yeah, you get to pick which ones you want. You don't necessarily have to buy them all. I know there's completists that buy them all, but you get to pick the covers you like. I kind of like that they have different variety instead of just one cover that you may not like.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, I've got to say that, and I've kind of
that at all.
What are you saying? No, I've come to peace with my kind of completist side and just said, you know what, it's impossible to get all the covers for. I mean, it's possible, but not without spending a lot of money. So right. I just go and I pick the ones that I like. And you know, if I can get 1 or 2 extra ones for the giveaway show, cool. You know, it's good. But sometimes you can't. You know, sometimes you don't have access to. I mean, you can't get all the books. You're going to miss some of them. So I've learned to let go of FOMO. All right, let's see. Dagger Card says, I go crazy when I see the variety of selection at my LCS. Tony Stank says, one reason I got tired of buying new books and price hike and usually crap stories. There's a lot of new modern books that are not doing that well. I like to get all the different covers when they do a book of the series. Okay. Not for me. Feels like a way to shake you down for more money. Well, it is because it's the exact same content. It's just a different piece of cover art. However, they're paying a different artist for a new piece of art. So I kind of get why they have to make it up. But yeah, it does feel like a cash grab, especially like with G.I. Joe #1, which, like I said, I was a lot of, like, I was joking about 87, but I do think that there was around 47 different and unique covers that you could get for that book. And I'm talking about, like Unknown Comic Books and Scorpion and like all these kind of exclusive cover art places that sell them for like 20 and 30 bucks a pop. They had all kinds, like Mike Mayhew's studio had a couple, like a Virgin and a trade dress, and then autographed or not. Yeah, I mean, there was just a ton to choose from. So that's why I prefer my Silver Age. But yeah, no, totally. You can't go wrong with some good Silver Age, even jumping back into Golden Age, which is where I'm going soon. But yeah, good stuff. Yeah. All right, so let's keep it moving on here. We all know the book and the cover. That's right. All right, let's take a look at what else we got going on here. All right, so so there's a spoiler variant, which of course is the one that Paul had. And then the trade paperback volume 2. Hey, if you can also trade weight with these. Pick up a good trade paperback and read the story there and not miss out on it. Yeah, Witchblade. Any of you picking up the new Witchblade?
No.
Okay.
I'm not picking that up. Nope.
That's right. There you go. All right, Boom Studios is next. All right, do we have any Power Rangers fans on the panel? Seems like, man, they are just killing it with all these.
So I'd like to say something on the Power Rangers. We had a guest on here that has an exclusive one for the Power Rangers.
Oh, nice.
And he was on.
Oh, okay, yeah, David Sanchez.
Yep.
David Sanchez.
Okay, yeah. So yeah. He's got it for one of the. What is the name of the company that he works with?
I have no idea.
What is it, Paul?
I know he said it on the show. I don't know.
I don't remember what it was. Okay, here are the Paul books. All right, that I had mentioned. All right, so, and speaking of David Nakayama, okay, so Heat Seeker is a Gun Honey series. She looks like she's seeking some heat.
Guys, Carlos knows about these books. He's just acting right now.
No, I really don't. And Paul knows all about them. He wallpapered. The other side of the pink room is wallpapered with books like this.
Yeah, all I know is Carlos got me into
Heat Seeker Combustion. Then there are the cosplay variants are always interesting because they get novels too. Now. This is another Paul pick of the week right here. He loves these. This one was at my comic shop or one of my comic shops, but they I did not pick it up. I just
you weren't of age.
No. Here is a wraparound that is blocked out. These are the Paul books right here, the real Paul books.
Mr. Collector says there's a movie coming out of Heat Seeker.
Yeah, so there's nude covers for these books apparently.
Mr. Collector says there's a movie coming out.
Is this a movie? This isn't a movie cover. This is not. This is so. Let me see.
Don't click them now.
He says it seems Titan Comics are not pretending that covers are mostly softcore porn. Carlos is a fan, right? Man. Paul's waiting for the movie to come out. Yeah, exactly. I can see it. I can see it, folks. These are, I mean, it's so, sexy girl covers are always going to be. So this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different covers. 3 of them are just coming out at $10 a piece. The nude ones are all $10 a piece, but the regular ones are $3.99. All right. Then there's a few others, including this. I thought this was kind of cool. Star Wars Insider. That's a really cool cover.
That's that magazine, right? That they always.
Yeah, the Star Wars magazine. So
Yeah, if y'all don't know, that was a sick stormtrooper. He was white. He turned green.
all right. Okay, here it is, folks. The big one. Absolute Batman.
Number 2.
Position number 2. All right. So what have you guys' reaction? What have your reactions been to Absolute Batman and the Absolute Universe?
I like it. It's different. It feels like the DC Ultimate Universe. I feel like that's kind of like what they went with.
I mean, the
Marvel has their own Ultimate Universe. So, I think another thing is that they also used Darkseid as kind of like their Galactus sort of to create that universe. For those that are reading it, if you read it, it's actually brilliant with how they integrated his character to create kind of like use the black hole and like Phantom, like the Phantom Zone, and then they kind of like created like another like universe through that, which I thought was kind of interesting how they did that. It's complicated. I mean, what is it? DC or what is it called? Comic book science. Comic book science is just weird. They try to make it like, they try to explain things that don't even exist yet.
Yeah.
Through their comic books, but yeah, it was very interesting, and I feel like DC is just trying to do what Marvel did. Usually Marvel's always copying off of DC. It's kind of nice to see DC go, you know what? If you can create an Ultimate Universe, we can create something like it, and we'll do that with some of our 3 main characters, which was Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. Batman so far has been fantastic. Both of his parents are alive, and the cool thing is they're all engineers, which was kind of cool because it's like, he's smart, like he's like actually smart, like he knows how to make his own suit. The only thing is that I think they're gonna do I think issue 2 was supposed to introduce like Harvey Dent, Catwoman, Penguin, some of like the side characters and their origin stories. And I think what they're gonna do with like the first Absolute Batman stuff is just introduce all the characters that he's probably gonna face, and then give them origin stories and set like a base foundation for these characters. So as like people read this, you're like creating fans for the Ultimate DC universe, right? Anyways, it's good stuff. Check it out if you haven't been checking it out, or if you didn't pick it up. I did pick up 2 foils of the Batman myself. I just have to go pick them up. And I did pick up the black and white noir, and I wanted to pick up the black blank cover that came out with it, which I think is kind of hard to find. But yeah, check it out. I haven't read Superman yet, and I haven't read Wonder Woman yet. I heard Wonder Woman is it's all right.
Nah.
I heard Superman's unique, like Superman, his parents and him take the ship to Earth or something. I can't remember how it goes, but but anyways, I haven't read it. I haven't read those 2 yet, but so far, Absolute Batman's been fantastic.
Good. All right, let's go ahead. Either of the other 2 of you want to jump in on the Absolute Batman?
Yeah, I go ahead. So
yeah.
I picked up the Absolute Batman. I'm the opposite of Jen. This was fantastic. This is the Wonder Woman, 1-25 by what's his name? Dan
Panosian.
That didn't come out this week.
Panosian.
Dan Panosian.
No.
So
since I love that cover, I went ahead and got this.
Oh,
yeah, that's a cool cover too.
So this is dope.
That was the one I wanted.
Yeah,
That was the
kinda
one I
like a
wanted.
Frank Miller homage.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, so I picked
No,
up this one.
but like covers aside, like what's so good about the Wonder Woman story? I haven't
Wonder
read
Woman
it, so
is-
I wouldn't.
Wonder
know.
Woman is better than the Superman story, honestly. Superman is cool. It's a different take on Superman. Yeah. But hers is a good story. Like she's an Amazon, but she's raised in hell.
Oh
So
wow.
she has
I
a
mean-
whole different background story now. So it's different. I like it. Batman is good. I agree. That's probably the best one out of all
Yeah.
three. Yeah, Superman is cool. It's starting, so we're just getting to know him, and he doesn't have the same Superman powers like everybody knows. So
Yeah,
read it. It's different.
yeah. I haven't picked up Superman or Wonder Woman. I've been hearing that they're kind of okay. Like if you're a big Superman fan, you're probably not gonna like it.
Yeah, you probably won't like.
Yeah,
this
like I'm a
Superman.
huge Superman fan, so I don't care for it.
Yeah.
But I heard that it's very well written. It's a
Mhm.
very well written story. As for Wonder Woman, I heard that was pretty good too. But out of the three, so far, Batman is the best. That's the one that you would aim toward. But Wonder Woman's been killing it with its covers. I saw that cover that you just got, and that's such a cool cover, man. It's an awesome cover.
And the art on the inside is dope too.
So can you show the art in the inside?
Who does the interior art on that one?
What is his name? Give me a second.
Hey, Army Joe. Hey, so the giveaway show, we only give away books. We'll be doing Comics on Demand again this Friday night, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central. But on this show, we don't
You got
sell.
some
We don't give
spoilers.
away.
See, that's Wonder Woman. Don't even look like Wonder Woman, right?
Oh, wow.
Oh, the mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool. I like the concept. I missed the boat on it, to be honest. I just didn't pick up any of them, and I just kind of
You can
decided.
still get one.
Yeah, I mean, I'll still probably
Yeah, I
try to
was-
read material, but I don't think I'm going to be able to try to collect them the way I would have liked to. So
Yeah.
I just
Oh,
want
yeah.
to find a cover A of Absolute Batman #1 and read the two together. Dude, that cover is so
Get this one.
sick. I was looking for it too, but it was just like, I was like, I couldn't find one.
Yeah, I picked that one up also. I got that one, and I picked up a different one. There's that one, and there's one where he's fighting Commissioner Gordon on the cover. It's like cover A or something.
Oh wow.
Like Gordon is shooting up like this. Like,
Oh no,
like
that's
shooting up like that, and-
Pennyworth. That's the
Huh?
butler. Pennyworth.
he's got
That's
a
Alfred.
mustache now.
Yeah, that's
anyways,
Alfred.
Yeah. So, anyways, it has to be Alfred
Yeah,
because that's who
Alfred's
he's,
not a butler. In
yeah,
the universe.
he's not his butler anymore. That's
Yeah.
See, we don't want to do any spoilers, but
Right.
Yeah,
you're right.
don't give away
He's not-
the spoilers.
Because, man, if you haven't started reading that book yet, that's your problem, man. I mean, spoilers or not, like you need to pick that book came out almost a month ago. If you haven't picked that book up yet, I mean, you deserve to be spoiled.
I
Anyways,
haven't picked it up yet. I haven't picked it up yet. I can't
the
find
book. The book came out a month ago, Carlos. A month and a half ago, actually.
Yeah.
And he goes, "This is
And
the
you can
third
read this
printing.
one.
I think that's like the third printing or something."
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I
War.
can't blame you for thinking that I collect comics. All right.
You're a Mr. Collects. He goes, Mr. Collects.
Carlos
So,
collects.
No, I
but
mean,
yeah,
Look, Paul was nice enough to offer me a cover A of Absolute Batman #1, and he said, "Look," he said, "man, because you're my friend, we've been, on this for like 150 episodes." So he was willing to give it to me for only $23. Plus I was like, man, I was like, what a guy. What a guy. What a good fellow. All right. He's like, that's too low. All right. Let's do this giveaway because we need to do this first giveaway. All right, let's share this tab. There we go. And here it is, folks. All right. So hashtag absolute JT for this copy of Cobra Commander #1, the A cover. Dang, Carlos, you got the Black Friday price early from Paul.
He didn't jump on it, Billy.
Yeah, I didn't. I can't believe I didn't do that. I didn't buy it. All right. All right, let's go ahead and keep moving. All right, here we go, folks. Hashtag absolute JT in 3, 2, 1.
Good luck, Carlo.
Good luck.
Good luck, Carlo.
You know what somebody told me? Somebody messaged me this week. They shall remain nameless. And they said that every time amazing spider flint.
Oh,
Great. All right. They said that for every time that it's a double that there's a Carlos draw, I should double the giveaway prize.
Oh, every time it draws you.
Right. Yeah. They're like, you need to double it.
Well, Spider Flint's not in there, so we have to run it again.
That's not true. He was just in here. Or is he on another show right now? If he's on another show right now, he's absolutely not winning.
He's not on another show.
He's all right. Spider Flint, congratulations, buddy. If you want to join the channel tonight, you instead of this, you can upgrade to this 1 in 10. It's a killer deal because the lowest tier is only $4.99. But Spider Flint, let me know if you want to do that. Otherwise, I will drop this in your box because I do have a box for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was Dagger Cards. Dagger Cards was the one that said you should double up the prizes every time it pulls your name.
Wow.
I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. All right. So, Jen, there we go, buddy. Okay, let's go ahead. So, congratulations to Amazing Spider Flint. Let us know what you want to do. I'll drop that in your box. Remember, you do need to show up in the next couple of minutes, or we'll redraw it because you do have to be present to win. So we'll come back to that in just a moment. All right, so panel, let's keep it moving and bring up our new releases here. So Absolute Batman, I think I shared both in the members only live stream and in privately and publicly. I've shared that I did. There he is. I shared that. Yeah, I missed the boat on this one. Absolute Batman. So I am looking forward to getting my issue 1 and reading it and being able to look at it. And then the Batman Noir. This was kind of interesting. These two, because it's like y'all said it's the first issue, but it's black and white, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. You get to see the art and not the color.
Right.
That's pretty cool. I mean, that's fun. That's a fun one.
I think that's how they did it back in the day.
So there's Superman with not a lot of buzz around Action Comics. However, this was pretty fun. I came across. I wanted to share this with y'all. Batman and Robin number 15 cover E was a McFarlane Toys variant, which I just thought was really cool. I mean, look at that. They put in those two McFarlane Toys and dropped in the background. Yeah, it's cool. It's just a fun title. So I like
the toys in that stance and took a picture.
No, there's a lot more Photoshop that goes into this one.
I mean, I don't see anything.
All right. So so that was Batman. Batman and Robin has been cool. This Batman Full Moon, like Batman versus the Werewolf, that's really creepy and very interesting.
No, he turns into a werewolf. That's why last that Halloween special I dressed up as Werewolf Batman. It's because
yeah, but he doesn't dress up.
I was like, how do you? I was like, wait a second. I thought you guys would have understood that. That's why I was like, oh, Werewolf Batman, blah blah blah. But then See, that's how I know some of y'all are reading these comics.
I just thought it was because you were. I thought it was a throwaway reference to Capwolf, but it was Batwolf instead.
Yeah, I thought you didn't want to
That's
shade.
creative, dude. That's a creative concept too.
I
Yeah,
thought
I
you didn't want
like
to
the way
shade.
Carlos thinks.
I mean, I'm a Capwolf fan from back in the day. I thought it was one of the most random, funny '90s things to ever happen. But yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. I'm trade weighting this one because I want to just read the story electronically. But just, I mean, yeah, the concept and the covers alone are just really exciting to me.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be good.
Galveston by Gaslight, the Kryptonian Age is another one that is very interesting to me. But these miniseries, I'm just so much more into trade weighting on them, you know, because I mean they're cool reads, but I just want to be able to sit down on my iPad and just read through instead of the individual issues, and especially when they're like perfect bound. I don't want to crack the spine to read them, so I'm going to get the electronic anyway. So, yeah, or a trade. So.
Yeah, sure. Let me see. There it goes. That's a picture of from the comic.
Let's see. Oh, nice.
He becomes a werewolf.
Right,
Same
right.
book?
He takes this potion, and then he becomes he starts going through that, and the artwork is actually really cool, man. Look at that. That's. I was like, oh man, that's kind of creative, you know. But then they got they did all that stuff.
That's where he eats Nightwing.
Pretty cool.
He said that's where he eats Nightwing.
Yeah, that's what werewolves do. They eat people.
All right. Let's bring him back up here. Okay. So the really cool stories, like these little offshoots and stuff, are cool. You know, it's possible to read everything. Okay, so this was one I spotlighted in the thumbnail. JT, did you pick up the new Black Lightning #1?
Of course I did.
I figured you
cover?
did. So this is the one I wanted, but I wanted to see what JT has.
That's a good one.
I picked that one up.
But I'm a fan of Sanford Green, and I see him as Hero, so I'm gonna get him to sign this. So
yep,
you're not going to Heroes next year.
Yes, I am. I'm going every year now. It's comic book focused.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, I had a feeling when I saw that it was Sanford Green that you were gonna get that one. That's nice.
You knew
that's
that?
a nice one, man.
Yeah.
And you get him to sign that in like either a metallic blue,
right,
or a paint marker blue, or even a paint yellow. Oh, dude, that's gonna look so sick.
Yeah.
I have even a better one. You should do a hot pink. You should have like a hot pink at the
wow.
Now, I'm gonna probably have him do. He does the little what you call it, remarks, but he does white out. He whites it out first, and then he actually draws the picture over white out.
Nice.
Yeah, so definitely getting that.
Right.
Yeah, Carlos, I picked up the one that you just pointed out.
Did you really?
Yeah, I was trying to pick up the other one with his daughter, where they have like a side pose and then they show her body and stuff. I actually wanted that. Huh? What was that?
I said that one was a ratio.
Yeah, they didn't have that one, so I was like, well, which one do you have? And the shop was like, oh, we have this cover, and I go, oh, I like that one too. That's a really cool cover.
Yeah, that's a dope.
So I ended up picking up that one. So that's kind of cool.
That's cool. It looks like a good series. It looks like a good series, and with the family there, that's kind of cool.
Right.
His daughter is like a total badass, especially in Kingdom Come.
Yeah. So, so it reads, Black Lightning is back, and this time it's a family affair. Jefferson Pierce leads the Justice League's new meta-human outreach initiative, helping those with powers before they can cause harm to themselves or others. But everything changes when his own daughter, Anissa Pierce, who comes to him for help, with Thunder's dangerous new powers and the new Masters of Disaster jeopardizing the coexistence between humans and metas. Black Lightning is on the front lines of a culture war brewing in the suburbs of Metropolis. I don't know. This cover, they all just look so like just awesome, like majestic,
Yeah.
like they're about to drop down and
especially Thunder, and
Yeah.
this Thunder, she looks pretty fantastic right there.
Yeah. So this is the first issue. Let's see. Darth Lucian says, "Let me see the Star Wars covers. Living in the nursing home, I never get to a local. Please, Carlos." We're gonna go through all of them, buddy. And we'll definitely, we're gonna touch base on Star Wars too, because there's happenings in the universe, and I have an opinion about it, but we'll keep going on that. All right. Okay. So this is a fun one. All right. So we're back over to the main tab. All right. Now we're getting down to some of the trades, and there it is. Okay. DC versus Vampires, World War V. That's been kind of a cool, funky story going on. There's a trade paperback for Wonder Woman, different Looney Tunes, Green Lantern. These are trade paperbacks where they're re-releasing original material. And then there's the cover for Green Lantern number 17 by Simone DeMeo. This month's Batman facsimile, I do not recognize it. Looney Tunes Multiversus, which is drawn by Dan Mora. It's kind of a fun, wacky storyline. And then Zatanna and the Ripper, trade paperback volume 4. So this is these are from Webtoon. So that's kind of interesting. And Scalp Omnibus. All right, let's move into Marvel. All right. So Amazing Spider-Man. This was an interesting book right here. This one that came out. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 61. I haven't picked up Spider-Man in a while, but the creative team is kind of cool. Okay, so they got Joe Kelly, who you recognize as the person who injected the most of the modern Deadpool into him, that we like the Deadpool that we remember, or that we know today. Most of it came from the Joe Kelly Deadpool series with art by Ed McGuinness, and that's who's handling art duties on this one.
Yeah.
The what?
John Romita's done, I think.
Yeah, he's not on the title. All right, so the world has changed. This is the 8 Deaths of Spider-Man begins. The world has changed. Dr. Doom is Sorcerer Supreme, but he has no plans to spend his time like his predecessor. Each year, Dr. Strange would use every ounce of his power and experience to save the world from an evil god and his scions. This year, Doom is delegating this task to Spider-Man. The leader of Latveria has given Spider-Man a new magic-powered suit and 8 extra lives with which to save the world. True believer, they won't be enough.
You can say it now, Paul. He dies. That's all you get. He dies.
So the thing, like normally I would be like, oh, this is going to be terrible. But the fact that the creative team is Joe Kelly and Ed McGuinness, I don't know. I could see it being kind of cool.
Yeah.
So
I want one.
You what?
No, I was saying I want one of those. My shop is sold out, so it must be good.
Well, okay. Here's the thing. I did see him at I think the same shop you're talking about. Mm-hmm. I saw it at the other location, and so it's I mean, it should not be a hard one to find, but I think the reason why it's sparking some heat is because of the creative team. Of course, Dr. Doom helps, but I really think it's just because of the concept. Like, if I read that concept, I haven't read, other than Ultimate Spider-Man, which is fantastic, I haven't read the main Spider-Man titles in a while. Mm-hmm. Or Miles Morales. But when I saw this in Previews World, I said,
well, that's also the first start of that 8 Deaths of Spider-Man. This is supposed to be like the prelude or something, and then there's also like a Doctor Doom inspired Spider-Man suit. And the thing is, Joe Kelly is like Carlos is right about the Deadpool stuff because Spider-Man in here is actually what Spider-Man's supposed to be like back in like the day where he's like making comments when he fights, and he's actually doing that in the book. Like he's like the way he did in Amazing Spider-Man. Like, hey, you want to talk? and then like the lizard's like roaring at him, and he like throws a web in his face, and he's like, I guess you don't want to talk. He's like talking smack during the fights, which is what Spider-Man's supposed to do.
Yeah, that's classic Spider-Man. That's what we want, you know.
Yeah, and Joe Kelly is the man. Like if you weren't reading Spider-Man, or if you weren't reading comics right now, and you're like, man, I want to jump back into comics, Ultimate Spider-Man and this run maybe might be that hope for you to probably come back. So
yeah, I mean, and I'm gonna say, like I said, if you're somebody who hasn't read this title in a while, you know, for whatever reason, this sounds like a great jumping point. You know, it's got all the hallmarks of a really cool thing. It's the beginning. It's the jumping off point for a brand new storyline. It's a brand new creative team that has proven successful in the past and has done really good stuff in the past. You know, i.e., Deadpool and some of the other ones that like separately and together. You know, I love Ed McGuinness's Batman Superman, the initial Batman Superman run that he did. I love it with Jeff Loeb. Fantastic stuff. The new costume for Spider-Man, new powers, totally wacky but different mission, which I think people are going to like. And then return to classic form, which, you know, people want the traditional characters. You know, they don't want like, you know, some new take on it. You know, they want new fresh stories with the original characters that we know. So, you know, that's what grows a franchise like that.
This is going to be Avengers Doomsday, guys.
I mean, I picked it up. I picked up that.
Yeah, Doom is Sorcerer Supreme. I mean, that's just a thing for the MCU.
Could be. Yeah. Yes, agreed, Spider-Flint. Yeah, I think it looks like a good run. I'll probably end up picking it up. If I can squeeze a couple extra bucks, I'll probably end up picking it up. Ultimate Spider-Man, absolutely worth picking up if you're not. Mr. Collector's giving it a thumbs up, saying the book is pretty good. They even misspelled Doctor. I know, but you know, it's Previews World, not Marvel. So, who is Ducator Doom? I don't know. But it looks like an interesting one. It was so cool that I didn't even I wasn't even interested in the variants, though I will point this one out. This was a really cool Gleb Melnikov variant. So that's kind of a nice looking one. Doesn't reveal anything.
Weird.
It's cool. It's cool. You know, it's a cool one. All right. Let's keep it moving. Okay, of course. Now, I guess every month they're going to be doing a Disney variant of famous Marvel covers. They're going to run out of covers.
They ain't going to run out of covers.
Well, they're gonna run out of ones to do. Sorry, gotta wait.
Covers.
What just happened?
Oh,
oh, my whole thing shut down. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me reshare the screen. All right. Okay, there it is. And wait. And bam, there we go. All right, so this Avengers disassembled. I mean, these are fun, but and they are. So for those who don't know, these are not just what we were talking about, where it's like a cash grab. These are actually original stories that told with the Disney characters in what do you call it? Wait, why is this? Oh no, this is.
Yeah, they're just
go down, go up.
Oh, this is just a cover. So this was just a cover.
That ties in. So Amazing Spider-Man has a bunch of these Disney covers. They use an Amazing Spider-Man title.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I thought no. Some of them are actual what if stories.
Yeah.
So okay, and then there's a let's see. This is a Scotty Young variant. Which I mean, those are still popular. So that's kind of interesting. That's cute. Him running away from the thing. Okay, so here's another one that was interesting. So Captain America, number 15, the Yoon variant. I want to read this, The Warriors 3 Part 2. Okay, so this is what it was. J. Michael Straczynski, who I love as an artist, as a whose art I love. Let me pull it up real quick. There we go. All right. This is his storyline. It's J. Michael Straczynski revisits Thor and Spider-Man. When Captain America, Spider-Man, and Thor find themselves drawn to Broxton, Oklahoma, the trio will have to work together to find what's drawn them to the ruined town and site of Thor's greatest shame. But what they find may prove too horrifying for even the greatest of heroes to overcome. So I'm just a J. Michael Straczynski fan, and this team up just looks really cool. So I said it's to me it was kind of cool. But that's just, again, that's just me. So guys, pop in if any of these are ones that you're interested in or that you picked up. I would have thought for sure that Jen would have picked up Deadpool number 8 that came out.
No, I picked up Conquest 2099.
Oh, okay.
That's been something that I'm just going to read once I pick them all up together. So far, they've been releasing 2099 characters. So the most, I think for this week, the most recent one that they released was, I'm trying to think of the person's name. I think the one they released this week was, I think, White Widow 2099.
Oh wow!
For the Conquest 2009, 3 of 5, because it's a mini run. With those, like if I know that there's only 5 issues, I won't read like issue 1 or 2. I'll read it all together and then go from there. And if it sucks, I'll resell it and I'll be like, hey man, you want those? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, if it's good, it's good. I mean, the original Conquest was amazing. So there's a Conquest that came out. It's called Conquest, part of the Annihilation storyline that came back out during 2004 or something. That's the one to pick up. But when they said Conquest 2099, they had the same font and everything, and that kind of grabbed my attention. So, yeah, I'll pick that up. Deadpool, I'm not a big fan of. It just depends on who the writer is. If it was Joe Kelly, I'd be picking it up. I'm not.
The big deal here is that, remember, this is when the daughter takes over.
Yeah, I'm not going to pick up any experimental comic books. I mean, maybe in the future, if they do something creative with her character, but I feel like most of these comics are gimmicks. They keep rebooting them. So.
All right. So, so here's the deal. I'm dropping the new hashtag in here. What's up, Louis V? Good to see you. Amazing Spider Flint says, every other month they have a Disney What If. This month it was What If Minnie Mouse was Mrs. Marvel. Carol.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's
all right. Mr. Collector says they need to chill on the Disney covers. There's way too many.
No, don't worry about that, Collector. Man.
All right. Hey, there's a new hashtag in the chat. Go and check it out. Yeah, Deadpool number 8 is when the daughter takes over officially, because now I guess Deadpool is out of the way. I'm not a big fan of the replacing characters thing. I think, I don't know. It's
well, that was the case.
There's a lot more that can be done with the original, and they usually are just a flash in the pan. We got some Marvel Masterworks hardcovers. We got Psylocke, more Psylocke.
Yeah.
Oh man, I picked up like 5 Psylocke covers this week. I picked up the Art Germ one. I picked up the one with
none of those. That was a cash grab.
Well, I don't care, man. I'm a huge Psylocke fan. That's actually one of my favorite X-Men characters. She's like a Omega level character now. Ever since her joining the Excalibur run that happened about a year and a half ago, when she became Captain Britain for the second time. So they completely upgraded her. So Psylocke has this power now called like the butterfly something. I can't remember what it's called. It's called like some sort of butterfly, like like a psionic butterfly or something, where she can like this girl can like go through your body during like a fight. She can teleport.
What?
She can teleport, and she can use her psi blades, and she can like teleport like right through you during fights, man. It's like she's learned Ultra Instinct. That's basically what they did to Psylocke. Is they've like OP'd her, like which is great because I'm a huge Psylocke fan. I love Psylocke.
I didn't fall for none of that cash.
Well, again, if you read comics, Paul, you know, but you don't. So, anyways, the thing is, I picked up 5 covers. I picked up 5 covers of that one, and I am very excited about Psylocke. I will probably be reading that. I picked up the Artgerm one. I picked up the that 3D one with her butt shot. I picked up that one too because that one just it's cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm picking up all the Psylocks, man. I'm gonna be a cover whore, and I'm gonna pick up all 5 of them this this coming week or whatever, whenever I go pick them up. So there you go. Yeah, that's right, Daggerkind. Billy is the one that reads the comics and he informs Paul. That's probably what it is.
Hey,
Paul
guys,
just looks at the
don't fall for
pictures.
that cash grab Psylocke stuff. Don't do it.
Oh, there's I knew it.
I know there goes another cash grab.
That is amazing. Yeah, I picked up that one, dude. Look how amazing that
Look
cover
how she has a samurai sword, and she don't even need that.
Oh my god, it's anime. Look, it's anime style.
Right, it's just like
It's a real nice cover. It's a nice cover.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I haven't kept up with her. But
You're not missing nothing.
Yeah, she's like an omega level character now. She was like an alpha level character for like such a long time, and I think they finally gave her, her due. Like they finally made her like a.
Yeah,
I picked up that one too.
I like that one too.
The Artgerm. Yeah, that's a nice
I think on his website, if anyone ever decides to go on his website, I think he's selling that one right now for like $125 for like CGC.
This is the Artgerm I picked up right here.
Oh, that's cool too, Paul. That's a really cool cover too.
There's a David Nakayama cover too.
Oh yeah, I picked up.
This is Artgerm. This is not David Nakayama.
The David Nakayama cover for Psylocke is so pretty. Like they draw her face so like she looks gorgeous on that
cover with those cash grabs,
I mean, Psylocke to me is like Power Girl to Carlos. Let's just leave it at that.
Is that what it is? That's the reference.
That's pretty much what it is. It's like I'll pick up like you throw Psylocke in my face. I have like Psylocke stuff everywhere. So there you go.
Dang, dude.
I love Psylocke, man. Psylocke's a cool thing.
You should have fought. You should have fought JT for that bundle he bought on Comics on Demand.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, you're indisposed. That's okay. Now you're straightened out. You're gonna.
It's because we got.
You'll be there with us on. Yeah, you'll be there.
Nothing now, JT.
All right. Here's the. Let's keep going. Okay, so Ewoks is back. Star Wars Ewoks. So Lucian was asking if we could show these off. So here is this is the main A cover for Lucian or for Star Wars Ewoks. Bounty hunters Forlom and Zuckuss invade Bright Tree Village. Will Wicket and Ewok warrior Nedro be able to defend the village? And who is the red ghost? So this is number 2 of 4. All right, this is the A cover. All right, we're going to go ahead and we're going to let's pick up, this is the David Wachter variant. Nice looking variant. Again, same storyline. Let's see. Okay, let's do the action figure variant. They're destroying an AT-AT.
Oh, is that what that is?
Right. Here's the little tank thing from the 2-legged tank. All right, then here's one that's cool. The action figure variant. By John Tyler Christopher. I mean, he's made a career out of these.
That doesn't even look like the figure in the package.
Yeah, it does.
What I want to know is if the Ewoks know gun safety. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they just walk around with their hand on the damn trigger.
Didn't one of them shoot another one? And one
that's what I'm saying. They don't know no gun safety. Walking
They eat
around
the
like
gun.
a bunch of cosplayers,
They eat the guns.
trigger happy and stuff.
Cosplayers. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. So keeping moving for Star Wars, here is Star Wars High Republic Phase 2 Quest of Jedi Omnibus hardcover. Okay, so here's the deal with Star Wars. I think that Kathleen Kennedy has now strangled the life out of it. With the High Republic books, there was a lot of interesting concepts, and they could have gone somewhere, but they fumbled the landing with the Acolyte. So I'm predisposed to say, if you can, I've got a few still for sale, and of like the original number ones from the first Star Wars, the High Republic, that I'm probably just gonna have to, either give away or sell for cost. But I think, honestly, for all the Star Wars fans, the real places to be buying right now is Star Wars, the original Marvel run. That's a good run to build. And then the Dark Horse comics, like Legacy, Tales, all the miniseries. Those are really good stories. There are a lot of really amazing stories buried in there. And I do think that eventually they're going to come back to those stories, because
Did they announce the three more episodes for the original run?
Yeah, so let's talk about that for a second.
I think that's a good idea, man. I was excited.
How many Star Wars projects have been announced over the past 6-7 years that we've never seen happen? Rogue One. Okay, I'm getting on my soapbox now. All right, project after project after project has been announced, and nothing's happened with them. And the ones that have happened have been far below par. Like, the Acolyte. I don't need to go into that again. If you go back a few episodes, I went off on the Acolyte, and I'm not one of those ones that was hating on it for the wrong reasons. I was hating on it because it was horribly executed. And that's the problem, is right now they cannot execute, and they keep going to the wrong people to execute. They chased off Jon Favreau. Instead, they've got Simon Kinberg. I mean, Simon Kinberg as a solo writer and creator, he's just not strong enough. He works better as a team. All his good projects have had really strong teams. But the stuff that he, I just don't have confidence. I think that they keep announcing these because they're trying to keep the brand alive, but the brand has effectively died. If you want to see some really good new Star Wars content, go over and check out Star Wars Theory here on YouTube. He has a company, right? He's a massive YouTuber. He has a company called Theory Sabers. He sells those lightsaber replicas. They've made so much money off of that. He committed to doing this a long time ago. He is now funding his own Darth Vader fan film.
Wow.
And they're putting upwards of $1 million of his money, getting some of the top people in visual effects and stuff to come work on this fan film about Darth Vader. So if you want to see Star Wars material that's fresh and new, that's good and quality, go follow Star Wars Theory on YouTube. He's already dropped a couple of clips from it. It looks astonishing. It looks amazing. The fact that it's a fan film and it looks better than what they've produced on some of the Disney Plus shows. Go check that out. Or go back to the Dark Horse comics. Any of them, there's a lot of good stuff in there. Or go back to the original Marvel run. It gets a little crazy at different times, but there's some really good stories in there as well. A lot of the new stuff, I haven't really kept up with it. I've slowly but surely faded away from it. The Mandalorian was good stuff, but hey, anyway, I'm going to go and bring it back over because he can't stop laughing.
I don't know what Carlos is talking about, guys. Me and Billy are excited for these 3 new episodes. I mean, I don't know what's wrong.
We're going to keep going because he's obviously
for those 3 new episode movies coming.
A troll.
Okay. All right, Paul. We will wait for him with you, buddy. All right.
So
Silverado says Carl's has his hidden Power Girl stash. Liz Barnes says it's not hidden. That's right. It's not. They're everywhere. You can't hide them. It's impossible. All right. El Green says B cover from my hometown. Nice. Let's see. C cover. Yeah. Let's see. Darth Lucian says Timothy Zahn should be the writer for the movies. His books kick ass. That's true. That's 100% true. If they want billion-dollar franchise restored per movie, go back, get the Timothy Zahn, the original Timothy Zahn trilogy of novels, Heir to the Empire, recast all the roles, like get Sebastian Stan for Luke Skywalker, somebody else, maybe Alden Ehrenreich or not for Han Solo, and then recast Princess Leia, recast all of them, and adapt those novels in the proper time period, and just memory hole, because Disney's already memory holing all this other failed media like Willow and what's it called, The Acolyte, and all this other stuff. They might as well just go ahead and say, you know what, hey, we're just going to let that trilogy just go its own way. Instead, I'm hearing that they're saying that Rey is their most valuable jewel in the Star Wars. Like somebody literally said that Rey, played by Daisy Ridley, is their most valuable character.
Wow.
I can't even fathom that.
They need a slap.
That's a legitimate leak from inside of Disney right there for you. You heard it here. Somebody at Disney said that Rey is their most valuable character, that they must develop more movies featuring Rey.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't even understand.
Yeah,
that.
I agree. I agree.
I'm not a Star Wars fan. I'm not even. That's
crazy. I agree. Keep it up, Disney.
Keep it up, Disney. Fail.
He's just, oh my gosh, week after week having a live troll on the show with us. Usually people like him are relegated to the comments section, but he gets primetime airing here. All right, let's keep moving. All right, let's see. The Spectacular Spider-Man is here. I'm not sure what. Did you pick this up, JT?
I have not.
Okay. Because I think it's Peter Parker and Miles Morales.
Yeah, it has Miles in it.
Then we got the Ultimate titles. We got Ultimate X-Men number 9 here. And we got the new Uncanny X-Men. They started over for the 18th time.
Right.
All right. Okay, yeah, here we go. This is the big. So this is the Venom number 39. All right. So Jen, you've been waiting all night to jump in on this. So what do you got, buddy?
Okay, for those that have not been reading Venom, so this is going to be very. It's long, but I'm going to try to keep it short.
No. Take it and run with it, Jen, because I have to step away for just a second.
Okay, so
yes,
you have the Venom Wars that just, I think, ended just with issue 4, I think.
Yep.
And Venom 39, which is this issue, I haven't picked it up yet. I told them to hold it at the comic shop. But this should be the last issue before they reboot it. Now, you have to go all the way down to King is Black. Now, what was his name that was writing King in Black? Hey, JT.
Johnny Cates.
There you go.
Cates.
So when King in Black ended, Venom flew off and he did his thing, and then Dylan kind of took over as like the main Venom for the story arc, which is what this whole reboot has been about, is mostly Dylan. So what happens is Dylan goes through a time travel. He goes through a time travel spectrum, and he finds a enemy within, I guess, the universe, the symbiote universe, called Bedlam. And Bedlam is this guy named, I can't remember his name. His name is like, I gotta look it up right now.
Meridius,
yeah. So Meridius, thank you, JT. So Meridius is actually plotting for Venom to be more than just Venom. So Venom has to choose between Eddie Brock, and he has to choose between Dylan Brock, which is his son. So it's the first time in comics where Venom splits the symbiote, his mind, into two different hosts. So it's father versus son, and the easiest way to explain this, guys, because it is very complicated when you're trying to read this story, it's not really all that well written. Not the issues are not that well written, but it's very entertaining. I think Venom Wars has been pretty decent, but the overall story, I'm just happy that it's ending. There's, I mean, it's bad that I'm saying that, but anyways, it's like a big giant pro wrestling match between the two characters. You have the dad and the son, the big soap opera that's going on. Venom has to decide who he's going to be the main host for, and then you have Bedlam, which is what was his name again? JT Meridius. Yeah. So he's plotting the whole thing. So they're going through these time loops. They're going through time traveling to different places. So you even have like Dylan Brock, who is like old man Dylan.
Cable.
Old
Cable.
man. Yeah, he looks like Cable. Yeah. So he has like old man Dylan, and basically old man Dylan has to decide if he's gonna keep the host or not. And his last opponent that he fights right now is Loki, and I think he loses the match. And I think the symbiote sort of like disappears. So I haven't read this issue yet. So they're saying that this last issue, Venom is not going to be with Dylan, and he's not going to be with Eddie Brock. In fact, next month, December 1st, we're getting an all new Venom #1. And there's been like, I think, let me show you guys right now.
I
There's
heard
like,
Venom. That new Venom isn't even in the book. It's just him on the cover.
yeah, I don't know what they're doing. All I know is that these are the covers that have been coming out. Let's see if I can try to. So these are the covers that are coming out. And when I look at this cover right here, this one right there. When I look at that cover, I'm thinking of like Luke Cage. The speculation right now is that I've been following the community trend and stuff, and people are saying that it could be Luke Cage, which makes sense because John Jiang, which is like this really awesome artist, he just recently made this variant for the book, which I'm like really waiting on coming out. For it to come out. So that cover, I think it's limited to like 1,000 or something. But when I saw that, I was like, that looks like, like his, how big he is and menacing he looks. It looks like that could be Luke Cage, and I like Luke Cage. He's one of my, I guess my like top 10 or whatever. He's just, but if it is Luke Cage, I'm not gonna have an issue with it. I know some people have problems with characters changing, but hey, the symbiote has a golden emblem, and it's not Eddie Brock and it's not Dylan, and so they're saying that it could be Rick Jones, it could be Madame Mask, and I think the other one was Rick Jones, Madame Mask, Luke Cage, or I don't know who the other one was. I think the other one was someone else. I don't know, that's the other one. Someone was someone else. I don't know who the other one is. But anyways, this is the last issue. So if you want, you guys can pick it up and see where it goes from there. I'm not really too keen on the stuff that's happening with the end of Venom. I kind of wish that Donny Cates would continue writing it, because I think he did a decent job, or at least get someone that wants to write the character well. I feel like time travel stories, like the one that they just did with this run, is very complicated, because they were doing like a sequel to King in Black that didn't make any sense. And Bedlam is a decent character, but he's not very intelligent as they make him out to be. He's just like this devil's advocate type of character. And he's poorly written.
You know who he is.
He is, right? So I don't know. I mean, we'll see where they go with this. Maybe Luke Cage will be a refreshing start if it is Luke Cage. I'm hoping that it's Luke Cage.
Yeah.
I like Luke Cage.
My issue is
Robbie
whatever happened to.
that was the other one. That's correct. Huh?
I was gonna say whatever happened to Carnage. Remember, Carnage was trying to get the
King in Red.
the King in Red. Yeah, and then he just disappears. Like he's
Yeah,
not
I
even-
know.
He's
So
trying to
I
kill
was-
Venom, and then he's nowhere to be found.
So I think what probably
What
happened
happened?
was
They'll chase Paul away.
Huh?
They'll chase Paul away. Where is he?
I have no idea.
so, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do with Carnage and Venom going forward, but I do know that a reboot is coming out in December, and Wolverado is right. The other one was Robbie Robertson, and I don't know, man. Robbie's kind of a nice guy. I can't see him as Venom. That's why I'm not. That's probably why I didn't even think of him. I was like, oh, he's a choice, but that'd be so weird. Like Robbie was like, he was like Peter Parker's like, he was like his what is it called? Like one of his close friends when he was at the Daily Bugle.
Right.
But I don't know. I just can't see him as Venom, and I can't see Rick Jones as Venom either. He reminds me of I don't know, like a tier 3 character. Madame Mass, but that doesn't look like Madame Mass. Doesn't even have the breast of Madame Mass. I mean, that's totally got to be Luke Cage. That's where I'm going with this. I mean, I think it's Luke Cage, but who knows? Who knows?
Okay, well, I mean, all in all, though, I think Venom is, it's fascinating to me how just the massive popularity of this character,
Because of Donny Cates.
No, Venom.
No, I'm
Venom is
saying
a-
because Donny Cates brought him back. Nobody cared about
No,
him.
but I mean, no, if you think back to even when McFarlane co-created him,
Well, yeah, but
He was
then after
ma-
that, he died.
I kind of have to low key agree with JT just a little bit on here because Venom, like I agree with both of you actually, but yeah, you have McFarlane and you have Venom, who is such a fantastic character, but my wife, she wouldn't be such a huge Venom character had it not been for like the recent comics. When she read the Donny Cates stuff, she was like, whoa, like they gave him like this whole new universe. Donny Cates did for Venom what Jeff Johns did for Green Lantern. I think that's the
Ooh.
easiest way
wow.
to explain
Okay.
like how amazing Venom is.
Yeah.
Like Donny, I mean, I remember Donny Cates when he came to Houston. People asked him, they're like, "What did you do? Like, how did you come up with the idea of the King in Black and Venom and giving him all these origins?" He's like, "Hey man, I was sitting in my bathtub and I was high," and then everybody was like, "What?" yeah. He was during a live panel. He was like, and it just came to me. I was like, I'm gonna do this with the character. I'm gonna make him, I'm gonna make him this way, and I'm gonna write him this way, and I was like, okay, I guess, and it worked. I guess it just kind of worked, and
Yeah. I mean, it's. I mean, there's no arguing success, and I'm not saying one is better than the other. I'm just saying like kind of like okay. So for me, peak nostalgia was the Venom Lethal Protector series. It was those first couple of issues as a young high schooler reading those that was like whoa, and I mean I dropped off afterward, because I started getting a little bit older and got into different things, but it's just and then I'm not like a Venom guy, I'm not like a Venom fan, but I can appreciate the lasting popularity of the character when he essentially started as a new costume for Spider-Man. But then they kept spinning out of that this really cool backstory all the way to the point where there's a god of symbiotes and he's his own planet, and he can carry a film franchise because he's arguably the best next to the Amazing Spider-Man films. He's arguably the best set of films that like Spider Universe films that Sony has produced. I mean, I know the Miles Morales animated ones are amazing. I kind of set them apart, because they're so well done and they're animated, and they just take it to a whole different level. But I think as far as the live action stuff, the Venom ones have proven themselves that the character can keep it going. Even if it's not always adapted as strongly.
So, what interested me in Venom for the very longest was this right here, this run right here. So I picked this up from Lone Heroes, comics and toys. I picked up the entire run, but this is the issue 1, and these covers, man, like the Shiver run was actually really awesome. The covers were, this is the Delgado cover. This is Delgado became like super like big, and like I said, I mean, I picked up the entire run of this, and this is written by Daniel Way, and if you don't know who Daniel Way is, when Joe Kelly was done doing Deadpool, he started working on other stuff, and Daniel Way started working with Wolverine and Deadpool. Like he went into writing Deadpool with that Wolverine Origins, and he knows how to write sarcastic, funny, brilliant characters. So when he wrote Venom, this was it. This is the jerk Venom, like Venom being a total jerk. Like the Venom that you're seeing in the movie is very close to how he is here. Yeah. By the way, this is that Keith cover. This is a very iconic like artwork from like Keith. From the same person that's done Preacher. So again, it's a good run. It's a good run to have. There's another one. I think it's called like Enemy of the State or something. I can't remember what it's called, but mostly, I got some of these books for my wife, but then I looked back at them and I'm like, man, I kind of want these because I remember reading them when I was a kid, and this is the stuff. Like if you're not a Venom fan and you don't know anything about Venom and you would like to learn about like how cool he was back in the day, this is like the run to get. Daniel Way is just a really good writer. He also wrote that Dakin storyline where he introduced Dakin, and and that was in Wolverine Origins. And he also the same thing with when he introduced Deadpool. Wolverine was chasing after Deadpool, and he's telling Deadpool to stop, or he's gonna, it's gonna turn into a blood match. So Deadpool looks at Jubilee, I think, and he's like, "Hey, what's up, Bret Hart's kid?" And she's like, "Huh?" And he like uppercuts her right in front of Wolverine, and Wolverine gets distracted. He's like, "Oh my God, Jubilee!" Because he sees her get like uppercut. Like he does a Shoryuken on her. Like he's like, "Shoryuken," and he like, knocks her out. Daniel Way is a fantastic entertainer writer. Like he can write really good entertaining stories with the artwork. He knows exactly what to do with certain characters, and that's one writer I would love to meet. But yeah, that's my take on Venom. I agree with both of you. I think Venom is one of those characters where he needed a revamp, and I think Donny Cates was just the perfect guy to do it. So
yeah. Because they revamped him a lot of times. He was like Lee Priest and Flash Thompson and some other characters.
Yeah, he was Flash Thompson, Lee Price or whatever his name is.
Price, yeah.
And then he was also Spider-Man at one point too. Like I think and he was also Anti-Venom. He was also Anti-Venom. And that Anti-Venom stuff was really fun to read. Like Spider-Man swinging, and he's like swinging next to him, and he's like, and Peter's like, "Hey, what did I tell you about swinging next to me?" And he's like, "What did you tell me about swinging next to you?" And he's like, "No, seriously, stop swinging next to me. I lose my powers every time you swing next to me." He's like, "That's the whole point, so we can play cat and mouse." And he's like, "Dude, chill. Like you gotta quit doing that."
I don't know. When I'm reading these stories, I have their voices in my head. I have like Tobey Maguire's voice running in my head, or Andrew Garfield, depending on how it's drawn. So
Right. Yeah.
I'll have that running through my head as I read some of these books. Like, it's pretty funny. So.
That's cool, man. Well, let's jump back into the new releases, into the stuff we've got here. Okay, so Venom, we dove into that. I don't know. I'm hearing out because Jen, when you were talking about the other night, when you were talking about the Stephanie Brown Batgirl, after that I started picking those up.
Man, that's awesome.
Yeah. I'm trying to get a full run so I can read it. Did any of you pick up the Werewolf by Night by chance? This Red Band series that they're doing?
No.
No, I didn't pick it up, but that looks like Squirrel Girl.
No, it's what's her name? Elsa. It's Elsa from Bloodstone, the Bloodstone woman from the show. So Savage Battle of Savage Kings. This is number 4. Imbued with a stronger and more terrifying bloodlust than ever before, Jack Russell, because we're back to the original, we are back to the original Werewolf by Night. The king of all wolves and the Werewolf by Night has exiled himself to the Savage Land. Unfortunately, there's already a king. Well, actually, there's an entire royal family waiting for him there. Explicit content. That dropped today as well. Due to budgetary constraints, I am not able to pick it up, but I think it's just a really cool. I like what I like that they're not abandoning this character. This legacy character that they've got. Okay, so we got a facsimile for Web of Spider-Man number 32 from the Kraven's Last Hunt storyline. All right, here's Paul dropped that. Did Paul say he had to go?
I didn't hear him say anything.
Okay, so this was another Paul book, Barbarella. More covers. Dynamite has been quietly and successfully picking up and revamping a ton of 90s properties, including Barbarella, Darkwing Duck. Here's one that y'all should be checking out. I wanted to call attention to because, again, of the creative team. Joe Casey, again, mentioning here, is currently writing the Johnny Quest title for Dynamite. So when I realized that he was the one writing this one, and I don't know Sebastian Perez, and this is a different cover artist. This is Chad Harden for cover art. But yeah, this is something I'm interested. Like, I saw issue number 1, I skipped it, but I'm interested in picking it up because I realized who was writing it. Johnny Quest has been kidnapped, Haji too, and the Quest family will do whatever it takes to find him. But once they do, the real work begins. Get ready to take the idea of a classic globe-hopping adventure to a whole new level. They're getting the most notice for their Thundercats title, but they are really, because the Thundercats title is phenomenally successful. It's doing very well for Dynamite. But the thing that I want to keep coming back to is all the other properties that they have. And straight from David Nakayama himself, he did say that Dynamite has even more cool characters that they've been grabbing the licenses to, and that they're going to be producing comics for. So you see, Johnny Quest here has got 4 titles. Also, they have been doing Space Ghost. I wanted to point this one out as well. Our friend of the channel, there's an interview with him on the channel here, David Pepos. He is writing the ongoing Space Ghost series. Look at this cover by Jorn Barons. And it just picked right up after the original Space Ghost series, comic series, but now it's carrying on. They're going to whole new places with it. This one is also seeing a lot of success because it's remaining true to the original characters and property, but exploring it with a new, fresh take. And I just love that. I'm there for it. So, biggest one that I was actually going to point out of the Dynamite titles, quietly dropping a few weeks, 4 weeks ago now. The Terminator. This is the first ongoing Terminator series we've had in quite some time. Now, here's the cool thing about it. They have a ton of different variants, but this week, now I'm hot to find these two, right? The first one, cover art by none other than legendary comic creator Bob Layton. You'll remember his work. Yeah, you'll remember his work from Iron Man, specifically the iconic Demon in a Bottle cover.
Yeah.
And yeah, so this is his artwork. So I'm absolutely desperate to find this. I haven't found one yet.
It reminds me of Deathlock.
Yes.
Yeah, the cover reminds me of Death. I mean, if you guys don't know what Deathlock is, that's
yeah.
Very popular.
No, for sure.
Also, Johnny Quest, you said he got kidnapped?
Yes,
Man, Mr. Quest will be pissed if he's kidnapped. I mean, you got Race Bannon as your... How you gonna let Johnny Quest get kidnapped? You got Race on your team, man. Like,
I want to see what's going on with that cover as well. Now here's the other one. Look, I want to point this one out also. All right. This is issue number 2, but it's cover Q. It was an FOC. It's the Alex Ross Burning Earth icon cover. So it reprints Alex Ross. As you know, Alex Ross, his first published work was on Terminator: The Burning Earth. He did the covers for that series. This having this callback from Dynamite. I mean, Dynamite is very quietly nailing it. This is the definition of hitting singles all day and scoring home runs that way. Because they're just knocking it out of the park with so many iconic series. And I'm not trying to fanboy all over them, but at the same time, you've got to respect the staying power that they've got. Because think of all the properties that they have right now, right? They've got Darkwing Duck, Lilo and Stitch. I mean, they've got all these smaller Disney characters. They have DuckTales coming out. There's a new DuckTales. What? They have Red Sonja too. Yeah, then on top of that, I mean, there's so many. Yeah, look, check this out. Let me get this back in there, because this is just really cool stuff. Let's see, share this tab. All right, so they've got the Thundercat Space Ghost, and then there's Red Sonja. Look at this. Lucio Perillo doing the cover for Red Sonja number 15. And this is the Virgin variant with a suggested retail price of $50. But there's also a trade dress that's limited. That's a limited, and this one's a limited Virgin edition. So, they're doing so many cool titles. So I would definitely jump in on some of what they're doing. And they've got like I pointed out, Barbarella. A lot of cool stuff. And this is just this week's that they're doing, because they've also got, like I showed, the Thundercats and several other big titles. And from what I hear, they've got even more that they're rolling down. Now, keep in mind, Dynamite also had done a Zorro series. They had also done a Lone Ranger series. Just really, they've consistently, but it feels like they've built up now to where they're grabbing a lot of cool properties. And the neat thing about Terminator, it has nothing to do with like the movies that we can see thus far, because it's taking place in 1975 Saigon during the war.
They're coming out with Silverhawks too, right? I think they're.
That's right. Yep. Yeah. They've announced Silverhawks. I don't know if issue 1 dropped, but they're grabbing all the titles, like all the fun titles. Like, my brain is going to melt if they come out with a Visionaries title. Like, if they have a Visionaries relaunch Dynamite, I'm gonna have to double up on my blood pressure medicine. I'm not gonna be able to handle it. Not even joking. So really cool stuff coming out from Dynamite. Let's keep it moving because we're running out of time. All right, okay. Here's a bunch of different stuff from comics and graphic novels. Just all these different collected editions and stuff like Arcbound from Dark Horse, Animal Warriors of the Kingdom. Different collected editions. Just cool stuff. There's so much good stuff out now. It's an amazing time to be a fan. So I'm just scrolling through it. So in case you guys see anything, you're able to point it out and say, "Hey, check that out," or "I wanted that," or if I'm looking. Okay, yeah, here's
we can see it.
The what?
But we can't see it.
Oh my gosh! Let me bring it up. Sorry. Okay, there we go. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Here, I'll go back up to the top of this section. So just different collected editions. Arcbound, an independent title coming out by Dark Horse. Black Hammer, Borderlands. Not that anybody cares about Borderlands after the movie completely died. Let's see. Story of Robert Small's Defiant. Where was that one? Oh yeah, June from Gotcha Man. This is a one shot from her. That's pretty cool.
I heard Gotcha Man was good, and I heard Void was very good too. Void was
what's it called? Mad Cave Studios is doing quite well right now. I think these are cool. These Golden Age classics. This Black Terror one, hardcover volume 1. They're expensive. They're pricey, but they're kind of nice to have. Like, to read back some of these old Golden Age titles, because you can find out if you really want to invest in the original prints. Just more cool independent stuff. I don't see anything that's Halo. Here we go. This was one of them I was going to point out. All right, so these crossovers, Masters of the Universe, TMNT Turtles of Grayskull, just a fun, wacky mashup title with art and cover art by Freddie Williams II. He just does really good. I think he was on the Batman and Turtles one.
Tim Seeley was on Batman too.
Yeah, okay. So these are just really cool crossovers that they've been doing with the Ninja Turtles, and it kind of worked. Yeah. Paul said he's only
he was with Grayson. Remember Grayson?
Yes.
He became Agent 47 or whatever it's called.
Yeah. I wasn't as big a fan of that era, but I mean that's okay. I think it's good. Everybody likes different stuff, so it's always okay. One Piece graphic novel volume 107. My son is into One Piece. My daughters think it's weird. And then let's see. Okay, here's another cool one. Okay, here's two cool ones actually. So Pre-Code Classics Web of Evil, Softy, Volume 1. Really cool Golden Age title that flies under the radar a lot. This is a great one to pick up and read and appreciate the art. Then another one is Plastic Man. They're doing the same. They're giving the same. Now, see what it is that there's these companies that do these kind of limited artsy releases of books, and they license it. So PS Art Books is the publisher of this volume, even though it's now a DC Comics character. So this is, I thought I'd point this out because of the Black Label Plastic Man miniseries that's going right now, featuring art by the great Jack Cole, firmly locating Plastic Man in this humorous superhero genre. Reprints quality comics, Plastic Man number 22 through 26. So this is Golden Age right here. So just more cool stuff that's out there that's been coming out. And I figured we'd do a full roundup and not just a few pieces here and there. So Valiant Comics is still going. Here's Exo Man of War. I wanted to shout it out because I know Southern Comic Geek loves it, but he is not. He's not on with us. Here's Rick and Morty. They've got individual issues there. They're still going. Section 7. Looks like a cool book. I don't know anything about it. In the shadowy aftermath of World War II under the Soviet regime in 50s Eastern Europe, a clandestine group of detectives is tasked with investigating paranormal phenomena across Poland. That sounds really cool. Let's see what else we got here. Got so much. Okay, here's a graphic novel of the Star Wars prequel trilogy. Star Trek Sons of Star Trek trade paperback. There's Lower Decks, which is the animated series on Paramount Plus. Let's see. I was looking for Samurai, and no, but that doesn't drop this week. Okay, so here's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Black, White, and Green from IDW.
Good. That's good stuff.
Yeah. So, and it's another anthology like we've started seeing with the Black, White, and Red. You know, different variations on the
too. That's a trade paperback that you could pick up.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And then here's the 40th anniversary. Okay, so yeah, this is a cool. These Black, White, and Greens are cool because I like anthologies. I think it's a really great way to cover a lot of ground quickly and test out ideas, and then you can always come back to it. Mm-hmm. Here's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Nation #2. I'm not sure. Like, this is another spin-off series. I don't know much about it, but I know that the Turtles have seen a resurgence right now.
They go down.
Yeah.
Oh wow, they got Trigon. That's freaking awesome. I didn't even know they had a deluxe Trigon. I may have to pick that up because
it just came out.
I'm a huge Trigon fan. I mean, I have the whole Berserk, and I have probably going to get Trigon, and that's cool, man. I just got Demon Slayer too, so that's pretty cool.
Oh wow. Toxic Avenger, got to shout them out because they're coming out with cool stuff. Let's see what else we got here. Archie Comics, of course. Wendigo Wood, that's super creepy.
So Yars Rising #1, for those that don't know what Yars Rising #1 is, that's actually a prequel to the Atari game.
Really?
If there it goes. It says it right there. There it goes. The original comic story is a prequel to the Atari's new Yars Rising video game. So yeah, that's why I'm like I know for those, and that's another book that I'm probably just gonna add to my collection because if you're big on gaming, anime, all that, like probably gonna go after that one too. So
that's a cool one. It's a cool one. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see. Okay, I think we're at the end here. Okay, so just more stuff here. Okay, yeah. So all this is on previewsworld.com, and of course Titan Comics. We already talked about these.
Did they release any new statues?
Let's see.
Because there's a Chun-Li statue that Masterpieces released where she's like squatting. Man, it's freaking awesome. It's super detailed. She comes in like 3 variants. I may have to like pick that one up, but it's like nearly $600.
Let me see. I don't see it. Cobra Commander Candy Pail.
What's that? I mean, you're not moving on.
Oh, it's. Let me. Sorry, I keep not flipping tabs. Look, Cobra Commander Candy Pail for Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
G.I. Joe Destro vinyl mask. Snake Eyes vinyl mask. I mean, how cool is that? JT. No, you know what? JT. You need to do Destro.
Say that one more time.
JT, you need to get this Destro mask. This is a.
You think JT needs a Destro mask?
That's a Destro.
Put this on and then put on the costume, dude. You're automatically the most imposing Destro of all time. Nice.
That just came out.
Yeah, just came out today.
I think
So
JT's more of a Joe
JT's only $50.
than a Cobra. This is not
It's only
right.
$50.
You're a Joe. You're a GI Joe.
G.I. Joe.
I don't know if y'all saw this one. This is pretty cool. Ghostbusters Ecto 1 Transformers mashup die-cast vehicle.
Does that thing transform?
It does not. It's a die-cast metal one, but it just it's. I think there's a transforming one out there, but this one is just the color scheme, and it's co-branded with Transformers.
Cool.
So yeah, it's, just cool, fun stuff. All right, so that looks like for real the end of it, and we do need to go ahead and sign off because we are away, unless we see a statue here that Jen is looking for.
Unless you come across a Vegeta pop. Oh, is that a Vegeta pop? You got to go to the top. You got to go.
Are you kidding?
No,
Right here, right here. Go down. I think there was one right here. Is it? Vegeta? No, that's not Vegeta. That's something else. Pop.
Jen's just having me scroll up and down endlessly.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's it, folks.
This is it. All right. So, congratulations to our first winner of the night. It is a real mask that you can wear. It is a real mask. Hey, what we still haven't done yet? We haven't done our last giveaway, our second giveaway. So we need to go and do that right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here it is. Hashtag Absolute Jen. Going to go ahead and do it.
Sounds like a drink. Absolute Gin. I'm like,
yeah. Somebody else said I prefer Absolute Vodka.
Absolute. I'm like,
I think that was Wolverado. He's a pretty funny guy. All right, folks. Good luck to everybody. To the 24 people.
Good luck.
Good luck. You're getting either this 1 in 10 Cobra Commander #1, or if you're a channel member, this G.I. Joe 1 in 10 #1 from David Nakayama. Here we go, folks. There it is. And the winner is Mr. Collector. Mr. Collector. All right, let's see if Mr. Collector is actually hanging out here.
He is. He's here. Unless
I'm
the sniper got him. Did the sniper get you, Mr. Collector?
Remember, he's got about 2 minutes to. Hey, for the rest of you that we're a little bit slow on the entry, apologies to that. Oh, I'm here. All right, Mr. Collector, you are not a channel member as of right now, so congratulations. This Cobra Commander #1, 1 in 10 is yours, buddy. I think I might have another book here, but yeah, congratulations, Mr. Collector. Cobra Commander #1, the 1 in 10. If you know this, then you know Deep Dive, Transformers, and G.I. Joe. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, that's a good book.
Do you know what this is from?
Yeah, this is on that. This is from that. So I bought the Virgin cover to that.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, it's like a
Nice.
foil cover or something. I
Nice.
ended up picking that one up. So, but yeah, that one is that both of them. That was a 1 in 15. That's a 1 in 10. I have both of them. I just like the way he looks. He looks so cool.
In Transformers, generate towards the end of, I think after the post Transformers the movie, they had Cobra Commander, like an ancestor of Lady J showed up, like the daughter of Lady J, and then it's like the daughter of Lady J and Flint.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had the villain, the human villain for that cartoon episode was none other than somebody who went by the name Snake. And at the end, he yells out Cobra. So this is the outfit his character was wearing in that. So it was basically saying Cobra Commander existed in the future version of Transformers. When there was like Hot Rod and Cup, like the future of Earth, not 1984, but but beyond that. So congratulations, Mr. Collector. Glad that you got to hang out with us tonight. Hey, for everybody else that was here, thank you for making the giveaway show what it is. It's not special without each and every one of you hanging out here. To the more than 20 people that hung out with us tonight, make sure and hit that like button on the way out. Also, make sure to consider being a channel member here on the channel, because we're trying to get to 25 channel members so we can turn off advertising during the giveaway show. So big thanks as always to JT Comics and the future Batman for being here. This was a late night long episode, but it was fun.
And Paul,
and,
can't forget Paul. He jumped off. He had to give that little toy back, but yeah, man, he had to jump off.
Thanks to Paul. Yeah, no, Wolverado, I didn't turn on the monetization until after the stream had started, so I don't think it's gonna show anything up. All right, so thanks for being here tonight, folks. Remember, 12 p.m. Central on Friday for Carlson Friends, the channel members only live stream, and on Friday night, episode 3 of Comics on Demand. We've got tons of cool comics for you, so make sure that you're here for that from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central only. Lots of fun there. All right, guys, take care. Have a great night, and we will see you next time.